Good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time this afternoon on Friday. I appreciate it a lot. This is university. It's a picture of the university, our principal campus in Murcia, Spain. It's a monument from the 13th century. It's a really beautiful building surrounded by all the faculties. These are the principal reasons that our students, international students, they feel attracted about Spain. Basically, they said to us that they like the cultural part, the weather, the food itself. Spain is a good destination. The open mind, the people. Basically, most of my students said they like the education as well, being nearby, not that far away are other options, being in Europe, have the mobility in Europe. Also the possibilities to learn Spanish, as Spanish right now is sometimes the third, the fourth language more spoken in the world. So it's a win-win. So they like it, they like the culture. Other reasons, of course, I will explain a little bit more about the options to work in Spain in the time of it's possible in the time that they are doing the bachelor or the master, part-time only, and if the program allows. If we are talking about health area programs that I know that most of our students, they apply for health area, is more difficult because they are intensive programs, but the law allows. What they can do is when they finish, they can extend the legal stay 1 year more in order to find a job, not only in Spain because they have free mobility, so it will be in the whole Europe. Regarding the university, our university is already 25 years old. It's located in the southeast of Spain. They have all official titles. It means that those titles are stamped by the ministry and the university, and they have validity. It's the European titles in whole Europe. They are accredited, and in other parts. But basically, they can finish and they can start working and just move around Europe and working without any problem. We have, of course, programs in Spanish. We have more than 30 programs in Spanish in bachelors, and another 47, I believe, in masters. In English, we have right now we offer 4 or 5 programs. I will explain later which ones and each the different requirements. Also, what is important is the internationalization of UCAM. UCAM is one of the first universities in Spain that offers programs in English. And also I've been working with UCAM already 8 years. And before me, they were already working internationally. And also they have a whole department that we have a student care, we have international relations, we have also international admissions. So it's a group of areas that they are over there supporting the students, the international students. Also, we have different partnerships with other universities that they have the opportunity to do extra international experience. Most of our bachelors, they have agreements with other universities, not only in Europe, that they can do Erasmus, paying in the university, they can attend in any other university that we have agreement in Europe, but also we have other agreements in other parts of the world, like Mexico, Malaysia. So it depends of the area also. Each bachelor, they have their own group of agreements, and so they have the opportunity to visit other countries. We have also the importance, I would say, I will explain a little bit about the options that we have inside of the program. Okay, this is some figures regarding the university. We do have a lot of activity regarding sports. This is the amount of students that we have right now. And basically, you know, it's young population. We have more than half, I would say, is 3 parts of undergraduate students, and then 3,000, around 3,000 in master's programs. The university, this is a 46 master, official masters, and 32 bachelors, and then we have own titles and vocational programs. We have right now in this campus around 80,000 students and 19,000 students, but we have another small campus in Cartagena. It's 45 minutes away of Murcia, both in the Murcia city. Cartagena is a port, is in front of the Mediterranean, very beautiful city, same size as Murcia. Murcia is capital of the region. Here's some rankings about UCAM. It has been changed a lot during these 8 years. At the beginning, we were we are a young university and private university. This is a process of continuity and in research, investment, and we are always getting better, of course, and being part of the different rankings. This is a principal ranking in Europe that you can check it out, and you can review most of these. They see the employability, the satisfaction of the student, the mobility, the access to the market. So it's not like the world ranking that normally everybody check. Also, those are really related with PhD years and publications, other factors that this measures different factors. So it's like a balance in this aspect. So in the UK, also this is the European one. This is the World University Ranking, and this is the one that I was talking about, the European one. Or our programs, I would say that the university has different faculties. It has from health area, sports, social science, technology, the polyclinic area. But it's really, they have really the characteristics, certain characteristics that makes it special. First is one of the universities that in Europe supports a lot of sports. So you will see a lot of sports programs, and also the health area. Of course, we have medicine, we have dentistry, we have inside also psychology belongs to the health area. And now we have recently separately, but also related with medicine, veterinary medicine. Veterinary medicine is a new program that we are promoting this year. We just received all the approvals. This is the university, is all picture, to be honest, because now this is not surrounded only for this green area. It's already residential area. This was at the beginning when it was a little bit outside of the city center. Now it's inside of not the center, but the city. It's 10-15 minutes by car, but we have tramway station and also bus station. It takes 35 minutes from the city center. And so nearby is a residential area. They have everything and plenty communication with the city center. Personally, I love the city center. The people is in the streets all the time, and just young population is 500,000 of population, very young population. We have another big university and in town, and also this makes the environment really, really young. We are not a tourist city, we are a student city. This makes the difference in a lot of aspects. I would say the principal one, it would say, is for looking for the international students are the security, the easygoing, easy handle of the transportation is accessible for everybody. Everybody, the locals and international, they use the tramvia and the bus. It's really clean, air conditioning, so everybody uses. And I would say the prices. This makes a huge difference between other cities that are tourist. Here is the location of the two campuses. You can see Murcia is interior city and Cartagena everybody asks me how far away is from everything, basically Barcelona and Madrid. Here are the distance. I have to say Spain is a small country. You can be crossing the country in one day without any problem by car. And once you will realize when the students are in Spain how easy it is to going around, and not only in Spain but also in Europe. So they can just have a base and then move around. These are some pictures about the campus in Murcia, and it will give you just an idea. It's really beautiful. This is the philosophy of UCAM. How they teach is they want to always, they're worried about to give a face-to-face education. Like our groups are small, 40 places is the maximum, and in masters 25 places. So all the students know, the teachers knows the student. It's really we have a tutor for each student, so they have someone to address any problem or any struggle they will have, or maybe just to comment any circumstances. They have someone to address, a part of the normal teacher. And also another characteristic is very practical program from the beginning, and this gave us a lot of trouble in the COVID time, because even if we did the option to continue online in the moment that we couldn't go to class, it was very difficult because there is all the time from the week 1 workshops to practice everything. So those workshops we couldn't do it, so that was a lot of missing. They need to repeat it, and then we have all the installations are related. Then I will show you a little bit about the installations, but all the programs, according with the activity, they have workshops and different installations to practice. Also, all our programs, they have internships. We place all the students. In this point, I have to clarify that the options also comes from the companies. So at the end, we have agreements with different companies, and they see the profiles of the students and they propose to the students to do the internships. Everybody's placed every year, but I have to say that after 4 years or 5 years, who handles better the Spanish, it gets better options in the internship, because the companies in Spain, they rather to have a student who can communicate with the rest of the colleagues. So that's one point, that if after normally they get the level to just survive in the city, buying groceries and without any problem, and handle, they can live in the city without any problem. Even at the beginning, just smiling, the people is really welcoming, and they are happy to hear that someone is trying to learn Spanish, and they just smile and try to help. And but if they want to work or in that language, they have to sit down at some point and study a little bit to get the B2 level minimum in order to be able to have a fluent conversation. A lot of people ask me, okay, the name is Catholic. Yes, of course, this university belongs to, it's a foundation. We don't have shareholders, and how they will see it, we have a huge monument that is the church of the university. It's a monument, also is an old church, but nobody has to go. It's not compulsory, but they will feel like there are activities around that if they want to participate, they are welcome, because they have a lot of activities with minorities or in groups of minorities, basically, or poverty, that they are continually doing activities. If someone wants to participate, is welcome. the campus facilities that I was talking about, for example, there is a software lab. We have for physiotherapy, the different also places. We have a simulation of hospital. We have kitchens for the gastronomy part, and we have a TV station. We have a radio station. We also have the dental clinic. Later, I just include some pictures about the dental clinic. I know most of the students, they want to know about it. This is new. That's why I also include this because I just saw it this November. I visited Spain, and it's a huge area. Nearby, you can see the rest of the building here. It's not just it's nearby. And inside they have a lot of projects, small projects. It's divided for small projects. Most of them are with the support also from the European community, that they give these, let's say, funds in order to promote those research. And they were doing different research regarding how to get the better for example, what I heard and I visit was the best result for elite sport players, but with the nutrition and how they were researching different kind of components, how the body responds. It was really interesting, and it's something really new. And for this part of it doesn't have to be only in business. It can be in research in the different areas, like health areas in this case that we were talking. These are the installations from the dental clinic. Both cities have dental clinic. This one is the one I visit in Murcia. They have a lot of booths here, and normally they have walking patients or students or but normally this is in the city center, so everybody can go. They are supervised by the different teachers, and they start to go here from the 3rd year of dentistry. They have also classroom, because once they start to do the practices in the clinic, normally is that they stay the rest of the 5 years of them. So the clinic is big, and it's really nice. And the new technology and all the installations are really high end. The different programs that we offer, like I said, we have right now 2 dentistry classes, one in Murcia, one in Cartagena, and the new one is veterinary medicine, is bilingual. I would say the rest of the programs, you don't need immediately the Spanish, but in veterinary medicine, from the beginning, they ask in the B1 level in Spanish. In dentistry, you don't need the Spanish at the beginning, but in the 3rd year, when they start the dental clinic, they need to have minimum B2 level. How we help them? Because like I said, not only is to live in the city, of course, they get the language living over there, but to get this level, to be able to understand what is going on, and to explain to the patient the treatment and everything, they need to have a level. We give in the 1st year A1, A2, and the 2nd year B1, B2 in parallel, and included is without extra cost for our students to support them. And so it's very important in this area, because even if then the test or the rest of the classes are in English, they will be evaluated in Spanish, because they need to treat the student, they need to greet, they need to interact with the patient in Spanish, and that's going to be evaluated. The other programs that we have in health area is psychology. They don't need the Spanish, but like I said, in all the cases, at the end, the practices, they're gonna be the internships in the local companies, and they need a certain level. We have also physical activity and sports science. in the university is really strong in this area. Like I said, we have 21 different federated teams supported by UCAM, where they can see all the interaction with the companies, with the different sports, and how is the relationship with the players, with the media, so it's, they will feel we support all our teams. The international students, they have access to the gym, but also they give them access to the different games, so they will feel this environment in the university in general. We also have the business administration in English. In case any student, because we have a lot of programs in Spanish, except medicine, because medicine has a different access and is 100% in English, sorry, in Spanish, and in its entry test is completely different. If someone is interested to have to apply in any other program, for example, let's say food science and technology, that also belongs to the health area, they can do it 1 year Spanish with us in the university. We prepare them and then enter to this program. We do the acceptance for the two programs, Spanish plus the program in Spanish at the beginning. So they just need to pass the level that it takes 1 year to get the B2 level intensive, and they get it always. So they can enter then in the other year. I have a lot of students from UAE that they like criminology, for example. This is very attractive for them. Also, I have for engineer, to be honest. Okay, I did this just to give you a little bit idea, because here in the other one we have the different prices per year. These prices are the annual fee, but there are other expenses that it needs to be considered. Our prices are really interesting compared with other international universities, especially in the other part of Europe. Spain itself is not expensive to live or to study, even though we have now the situation in worldwide about the increases about the energy. So this changed a little bit compared with the last year, but I already updated. For example, the 1 year Spanish price, I put here the example, and one program in Spanish, and then the bachelor in dentistry, the price. The other expenses that we are talking about here is the administration fees, that is a part of the annual fee. Here I include down here the other expenses, what is included. Also, we have two things about the third party. For example, the ministry, the university, each student enrolled needs to open this file in the ministry for the student. And this is a local insurance. I mean, it's for everybody, not for international students. This is not the one that the embassy asks when you apply for visa. This is a different one. This is someone sleeping in the floor. They have like a cover for that small accident, or for different. I can share with everybody. It's like a third party insurance. It's like third civil party insurance. So it's a completely different. It's not like the network with doctors that they select to go because they have something, a stomachache or something. No, that's different. And everybody has to pay it for long. All the education institutions needs to do it. And then the cost of living, you can see 1 year how much it costs in average in our city. I calculate before COVID, the cost of living in Murcia, it was 450. Why I increased it? Because when the COVID and then the energy in Europe, so I increased this price, even though it's still really affordable compared with other areas in the world. In Murcia, when I go over there, my family lives over there. I used to live in Murcia for already 8 years. And when I go over there, I feel like, okay, this is amazing. The food, and because it's surrounded, the area in Murcia is known because they have a lot of farms. There is a lot of sun. all the farms of fruits and vegetables are over there. So the food is really impressive. I mean, it tastes so nice, and it's not expensive. Also, in this cost of living is included the accommodation. What kind of accommodation? Sharing apartment with other students in your own room, food, cooking at home normally, and transportation. Everything included. This is the average. And also here, everything included per year, it will give you an idea. And I did the calculations how much it will include 1 year living and studying in UCAM. So the admission process, we receive the documents. I would say for dentistry, it's a little bit more documents. Dentistry, we require to evaluate not only the grades, that is nice, that we have a minimum. Of course, they need to have a good grades, but also the motivation of the student. Like I said, we only have 40 places in each city, and we want motivated student, not only good student, because they start 40 and we want they don't finish 20 after 5 years. We want the group to continue. If it's the same, it will be amazing, but normally always there are some drops, but we really want the students that really have this interest. So we asked the 3 last transcripts. We evaluate the students in the 3 last years, the evolution they have done, the performance they have done, and for A levels we request predicted grades, and for IB system also we pay because we need to do an equivalence with the Spanish system. We calculate his average we will be his average in Spain, and that's the way we select this part. I mean, we evaluate this part. Then when they get the diploma, they need, if they have it already, they can give it to us. And the ones who are not studying in English language, because they are doing in French curriculum, German, or any other curriculum or local curriculum, they need to provide a B2 level certificate. If they're doing the high school in English, they just need a letter from the school that it states the medium of instruction. A part of that, the motivation letter and the contact data, basic data to register in our system, and we have an application fee of 120, as I explained in the other slide. I guess we will have more questions about this. Basically, everybody has an interview. It's online interview, personal interview. We don't ask about knowledge. We just want to know better the student and give them the opportunity to ask all the questions that they may have, and also to know how they communicate and why, determine why they are, what are the motivation, which is the dream of the student. Then they do the prescription online, and we present, in the case of dentistry, we present with all the documents. We present it to the faculty decides, can decide approve it, waiting list, or rejection. And then once we have that, we can issue the conditional acceptance letter. The first letter they receive, they are accepted, but they need to finish. The condition basically is they finish and they do the reservation. They give a period of time, and once they paid and accept that acceptance, that place is for them, and we don't offer that place anymore. That's why our programs, they do. I mean, everybody said, when is the last moment that I can apply? In the case of dentistry, normally it gets full in a spring break. We don't have more places. The students start to get in the waiting list until someone drops, or there is. Because we have the 40 places, we give the letters, conditional letters, and we cannot offer anymore. Once they have that, we just need to wait until they finish, and they can continue the process to have the final acceptance letter to apply for visa. That's in summer. I guess then later on we will have more questions about it. Happy to answer. I will go this far. If someone wants more information about the masters, I will inform that, like you can see, we have masters mostly in sports and tourism and social science areas. And also we have in a lot of masters in Spanish that also we have the opportunity to give Spanish plus a master in Spanish. I'm going to share with you a small video.
This is my first time in Spain. And frankly, before coming to Spain, I don't even know there's a city called Murcia. I followed my intuition, came here. You know, sometimes intuition lead you to the right decision.
The first thing that I really liked here was the structure of the university, the classes, all the teachers helped me a lot. The documents and the signatures, knowing people from all over the world to practice English, practice Spanish. It's very good.
Well, the staff has been great here. They've been very resourceful, very helpful. Any questions that we have, they've been able to help us. They've been able to direct us to the right way, the best way to travel. So here, you know, having that great guide from the teachers is really great. I think what I really like is that they have a great structure for international students. When we got here, we got really good reception. We got everything we needed. And I also like that all the teachers, they treat us just like Spanish people. You know, it's like, it's not different for us. So I think it's really important.
But it's beautiful. I love the campus. I love the gym. My host family, when I met her first time, you know, hugs and kisses, and they were really, really, really nice to me. So I think that's what I like the most so far.
Another thing that I truly love about Murcia is that I feel it's really close to the coast of Spain, that you can travel to either North Africa like Morocco, or you can check out the islands. And I just love the fact that it's very coastal, very, very chill, very laid back. UCAM is a very different school. It's so different. It's a lot of culture in here. But if you look around, it's not even like a school. It's like I don't know, a backyard of some private palace.
Okay, like I mentioned, we have, let me see, we have a lot of office, international vocation. We have offices in Dubai that is my office. I'm living here already 10 years, and I go back and forth to Spain. And also we have offices in South America, in Mexico, in Malaysia, India, China, and Turkey. So all our classes are really cosmopolitan, and they have this, I think is really important. Very few students from Spain attend, but the rest of the campus is full, so they will be integrated for sure. And like I mentioned, sports is really part of our identity, not only basketball, football. We have 21 different swimming, but also lately e-gaming. They have the opportunity to rent rooms to practice this sport that is getting a lot of importance. It's really new, and the university always, this is our our teams supported that they can also, I know the health areas is very intensive, but they also will be able to practice, to see teams practicing, to live this environment of a sport university that also is healthy. Murcia itself, like I mentioned, is I've been walking around midnight alone, nothing happens. Is I would say it's very secure, and really this neighborhood environment. Once they go many times to one place to buy groceries, the people knows them and they ask them. They are curious, essential curious. They want to know where you're from, and they just start these conversations, and they get to adapt the students really fast, more than the big cities, in my opinion. We already talked about this is not updated. We have to add like I said before, it was like this, but we have to add the contingency of the energy that went up really hit. It's been hit in general whole Europe, but it's still really affordable, and this gives them the opportunity, okay, maybe to travel around, to visit other areas, and to have these other options. To here regarding housing, this is a very good question. I mean, everybody asked me this about it. Basically, I will go faster because I saw the timing. We have, since COVID, we have 3 buildings. They are controlled by UCAM. They were built by UCAM, and one is in walking distance to the university, is for females only. And we have another 2 buildings in the city center that is mixed in the building, but inside of each apartment is for one gender. And the students can have own apartments with their own bathroom, or sharing apartments with sharing bathrooms or not. Maximum bathroom to share with is only two rooms, share 1 bathroom. That's the maximum, but it's an option. Nobody has to do it, but personally, I recommend this option for the first year students. Then they tend to find other students and share apartment together. There is a lot of options. This very popular destination for Erasmus programs, so international students from all over Europe come back and forth. So there are other options, but just to let you know. Okay, so I think for my side, I just want to thank you for your time.